In this video, I'm going to instruct you on how to work on shoulder internal and external rotation and strength building. You're going to need 2 blocks for this exercise. We're going to start by working on our right shoulder. You're just going to use one of the blocks as a pillow, and your arm is going to be straight out from your shoulder. Knees are just bent and stacked, and your arm is going to come into a 90-degree position. You're going to take your other hand and start to just passively stretch that shoulder. Whatever feels good to you. If you have an injury and it's tender, just take it to where you can just stand it. We're gonna be holding this position for 2 minutes. So keep going. Timer. Good. So you might notice that as you passively stretch, your shoulder relaxes a little bit. Maybe you get a little bit of more rotation out of it. And if at any point it's just too much, please, that's not the point of this. So you want to find that edge, we call it, where your nervous system isn't reacting to the passive stretch. It's kind of letting you just keep going in it. We've been for a minute already. The reason that we do 2 minutes for most things that you'll see that I teach you is because it has been determined that it's 2 minutes till the tissues actually change. So we want to give it as much time as we can. And then we're going to strengthen in this position. It's going to be isometric strengthening. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to push back against our hand. So we're going to use our own hand, this one, as a weight, and we're going to push back against it. So we've got about 20 more seconds. So what I want you to start doing is pressing up against your hand, very lightly at first, and then with a little bit more intensity, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. And as you do this exercise, you'll be able to give it more and more. But for today, go to about 70 or 80% of what you can do, pressing into that hand, feeling it in the shoulder, and we're going to count to 10 at our maximal stretch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just relax right there, everything. Fully relax back to your hand just resting on that stretch. Now what you're going to do is you're going to try to pull your hand, underhand, away from your top hand, under your own power of your muscles. And we're going to go as hard as we can, rotating that shoulder towards the floor, pulling that wrist towards the floor. And we're doing it as hard as we can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fully relax. We're going to take you through one more round, not with the holding, but with the intentional isometric strength exercises. So push up against your hand again. Start ramping it up more and more and more and more, and now at 100% for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And now bring that hand towards the mat even more. Push it towards the mat. Big rotation. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fully relax. Good. Carefully come out of that. That's very intense on the shoulder. And now what we're going to do is we're going to work on the opposite rotation. So same shoulder, different setup. You build a tower with your blocks, and you want to build that tower so that your arm is at that 90 degrees and your hand or wrist are resting on the top tower and your elbow is on the bottom. Should look something like this. If that's too much of a stretch for you, please come down to a lower level. Okay? I'm going to do mine from here. And we're just going to relax here. Should be feeling like a stretch, stretching you backwards. If it's uncomfortable at all, just kind of move around until you can figure it out, or stack more books under your elbow, whatever you need to do to make it more comfortable. And again, it's a 2-minute stretch here. If at any point that's just too much, you can always bring your tower down a little bit as well. And we're about a minute. And just like we did on the other side, what we're going to do is start pushing down with our arm, particularly into our wrist, and we're going to start ramping that up now. So pressing into the wrist, a little bit into the whole arm, but really feeling that in the shoulder. A little more intense, a little more intense, a little more intense. Now holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Now we're pulling our hand away from the block, pulling back towards the back wall. You might not get very far off that block, but that's okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. You're using all those muscles in your shoulder. And we're going to press down one more time. Push down through the floor, through the blocks, more in the front than the back. And hard as you can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And pull it back towards the ceiling. Off the block. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. And guess what? Now we have to do it on the other side. Left arm coming onto your side. One block under your head. Knees stacked. Arm out. 90 degrees. And we're pushing down with our other hand. Just a passive stretch for 2 minutes. If you have an injury and you're rehabbing, just lighten up a little bit. Take your time. If your shoulders feel really flexible, then push into it a little bit harder. This is you exploring your own joints, what they're capable of, what they need to be capable of. This is the passive stretch, but do we own this part? part of our muscle range? Not likely. But this is how we get there. And that's 1 minute. This is just as important as weight training. I promise you, this is going to improve everything else that you do. So now we're going to start ramping this. We're going to start pushing our lower hand up against our top hand. Just a little bit and a little bit more and a lot more. And then as hard as we can. If you can put your whole body into it, go for it. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Now I'm going to pull my bottom hand away from my top hand, using those shoulder muscles, rotating, pulling. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. I don't know if you can tell, but it feels like I have a lot more, I'm a lot closer to the ground now in my passive stretch than I was before. And this is my injured shoulder, so I'm currently rehabbing it a little bit. All right, I'm gonna push up against my hand again. Here we go, ramping it up. Harder, 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 as hard as you can. Use everything you got for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And pull that hand towards the floor, away from your top hand for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Woo! Gotten mine pretty darn low now. Good. All right, relax that. We're going to come onto our bellies and we're going to set up our tower on this side. Great. Here we go with our stretch here. Whatever feels good to you, you can make that lower, higher. But you should feel that stretch in your shoulder. And just try to get comfy for another 2 minutes. This can be a pretty intense stretch, for sure. And if you need to do it less at first, that's fine, but I really advise you to find a more comfortable position. All right. So we're gonna start ramping it up here, pushing more our wrist, so it's more of a rotation, like this, rotation, but pushing the whole arm down towards the floor. Here we go, pushing into that wrist, more and more, a little more intense, 75%, 80%, 100% for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's your 100%, of course. Now we're going to take it back off the block. Here we go. Up towards the ceiling. Big rotation for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. All right, one more, pushing that wrist into the block, rotating that arm, pushing down, just getting the most out of this that you can. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. And then off the block for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So I want you to practice that on the daily if you have any kind of shoulder problems at all. Just once a day,